What's up, everyone? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got a split review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new split from the bands Cardiac Arrest and Mutant Supremacy. This is released on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions. Now, what this split basically is two bands, four tracks, and basically about 10 minutes worth of running time of some very gritty, old school style death metal. I'll start with the Cardiac Arrest side first. Yeah. Cardiac Arrest aren't new to me on this channel. I've talked about them a great deal many times before. Got introduced to them back in 2010 with Haven for the Insane. It was one of my favorite records of that year. And then last year with Vortex of Violence. These guys are some of the best death metal to come out of the state of Illinois, and these guys know exactly what they're doing. These guys are sensational. These guys make great music. These guys believe in hard work and upkeeping what the standards of traditional metal, death metal, are all about. And now we have these two little small nuggets of joy here with Unhinged and Self-Loathing. Both tracks are pretty much within the typical range of a Cardiac Arrest album. They're both short, they're both sweet, they're both to the point, and definitely an idea of things that are soon to come from this band. Take the first track of the split from their side of the split, Unhinged. It's just crazy and manic. I love the growls. There's some great growl vocals going on here. The music is just top notch. I just love the way the bass guitar is, the way the actual guitar sounds. There's a crazy little solo that's towards the end of that particular track, and I think it's awesome. And of course, the drum work is sick as usual. That's always been another one of my favorite things about Cardiac Arrest is the drum style. Very unvarnished, very dirty sounding, but yet it works for them, and I think it's great. I love the drum style of Cardiac Arrest. I always have. And then we get to the minute-and-a-half long track called Self-Loathing. Kind of definitely takes me back to their 2010 record, Haven for the Insane. They had a couple of short tracks on that particular record, and with that song, it's just some really great stuff going on. I love the drum beats of that particular song, and even some of the crazier riffs and vocals coming on. You even hear some screams going on. I love the guy's vocals. I love his growls, but I honestly think he's got some great screams too. Definitely something I love to hear from this guy whenever he does his vocals. Great growls and screams. But honestly, like I said, these are two nuggets of joy here, and I love these songs, and definitely makes me want to look forward to what's next from the Cardiac Arrest camp. Some great old school death metal. Now we get on to the Mutant Supremacy side of the split. This is my first time getting acquainted with this band. They're based out of Brooklyn, New York. And like Cardiac Arrest, they have a very old school kind of vibe when it comes to their sound. Very unclean, but all natural sounding stuff. They came out with a debut album. I forget what it's called, but it came out in 2010. And since that time, they've been very much keeping active within making music. And what I've heard of this band, I thought was awesome. And we got two little tracks from this particular band, Gruesome Tableau, and They Came With Fire. Both tracks clock in at around two and a half minutes in length, but you get some really dynamic sounding stuff. One thing to point about this band is the fact that they have a very, very natural sounding drum vibe. The snare tone is loud and obnoxious, but I think it's very fitting and suitable for this kind of style. I think it's great stuff. I don't know how some others may feel about it, but I think it works great. The snare tone is great in addition to the blast beats and just overall speed and vibe of the drums. I think it's awesome. Musically, I also think it's kick-ass as well. Great guitar riffs going on, great bass work. A little bit of a chaotic structuring going on when it comes to the riffs, especially with the first track of their side of the split, Gruesome Tableau. Some really great chaotic stuff going on, and the vocals are kick-ass too. I just love this guy's conviction. I love his growls. Very well worded, very awesome sounding stuff. And then the track they came with Fire. Just another continuation of the style that's going on with the first track. Just as equally hard hitting and mesmerizing. I really enjoy the two songs that I hear from this split. I'm pretty much a newcomer to this band, but this gives me more of a reason to want to check them out and get to know them a little bit better. So, excuse me. If you're a fan of old school death metal, if you're into stuff like um, Cyanide or Morbid Angel or anything old school, classic sounding stuff, these are definitely the bands to give a listen to and support. This is some awesome stuff, and definitely one of the best death metal splits I've heard this year. I haven't heard too many splits. I'm really not trying to get out of the loop with that kind of stuff, but you never know. There's some great stuff to be heard with this split. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Hard Pain Gore Death Bandcamp, where you can stream this split in its entirety, hear it for yourself, be your own judge. If you like to buy vinyl, you can purchase this in a physical 7-inch format. It's $7 free shipping if you buy it from Horror Pain Gore Death, I believe. And it is on a translucent slime green style vinyl. Of course, you have the Mutant Supremacy side here, and you have the Cardiac Arrest side here. And it sounds great too. So it's definitely a split you want to check out. So yeah, support Mutant Supremacy and support Cardiac Arrest. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.